Is the skills gap real, or is it a misdiagnosis? Before your workforce organization funds another training program, you need a 90-second framework that tells you which problem you're actually solving. Most leaders skip this step. That's where the money gets wasted. Employers say they can't find qualified workers. Job openings go unfilled for months. Training programs don't match their needs. But labor economists point to a different signal: wages. If there were a true shortage of workers, wages would be rising. When they're not, that's a clue the problem may be something else entirely. Before recommending any training investment, run 5 diagnostic tests. First, the wage test. Are wages rising? If not, supply is likely adequate. Second, the vacancy duration test. Positions open 90+ days with no wage increase suggest employer selectivity, not a shortage. Third, the investment test. Are employers willing to co-invest? If not, they may not believe the gap is urgent. Fourth, the completion test. Are program graduates earning good wages? Low placement wages signal a credential mismatch. Fifth, the turnover test. High churn usually means a pay or conditions problem, not a pipeline gap. Once you've run the tests, classify what you're dealing with. If wages are rising and vacancies persist, you have a real gap. Training investment is justified, but require employer commitments first. If wages are flat despite vacancies, you likely have a structural issue, credential inflation, or a hiring bar that's set too high. And if turnover is high with stagnant wages, that's a compensation problem. Training dollars won't fix it. Your diagnosis determines your response. If employer commitment is low, require co-investment, deploy OJT subsidies strategically, publish hiring data publicly, and build sector partnerships with shared accountability. If you've confirmed a genuine supply shortage, scale training pipelines where wage data backs it up. Co-design curriculum with employers. Require hiring commitments tied to public dollars, and track placement, wages, and retention at 12 months. 4 things to remember. 1. Diagnose before you invest. The data tells you whether the gap is real or manufactured. 2. Wages are the most honest signal. If pay isn't rising, the shortage claim doesn't hold up. 3. Co-investment is the filter. Employers who share the cost signal genuine need. 4. Outcomes are non-negotiable. Placement rates, wages at hire, and 12-month retention should be required reporting, not optional.